Good morning, friends. This is Becky. Welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I am going through my good midlife crisis, where I am journeying through my 40s, working oh so hard to get my poop in a group. In order to do this, I have been working on my physical, my financial, and my mental health. And today is Friday, April the 12th, and we are going to be working on my financial health journey. We are going to be budgeting out the money that you see above my head, $1,746.79. And we are doing that in the app that you see behind me. And this is YNAB, stands for You Need a Budget. If you are new, welcome. Super excited that you are here. If you are not new, welcome back. Per my usual, 7:30, actually 7:34. And I don't have a ton to budget out, but it is obviously a paycheck week, as evidenced by the amount of money that I have. And so I have just a couple of extra categories. I have my paycheckly categories. But I do want to give you all some updates. So if you're new, you get to come in on an exciting week. I have updates. And if you're not new, you might be wondering what's been going on. So I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that my dog had been, Emmett, my older dog, had been having some accidents, and I was going to have to probably take him into the vet. So we did that last week. And now I have some updates. If you don't follow my health journey, then you won't know. If you do, then you've already heard this. But he has diabetes, y'all. Didn't even know dogs could get diabetes until I started looking up what might be wrong with him. So he had been drinking an awful lot of water, and then he just wasn't able to hold it through the night. And it happened a couple of times where we would wake up and he had not been able to hold it, and that's just not like him. So we took him into the vet, and yeah, he has diabetes. So now I'm definitely going to have to be increasing my pet category and my pet. So, and as y'all know, if you're not new again, I have some trips coming up this summer. So now I'm going to have to figure out if I have somebody that's willing to come watch him, because normally my neighbor just comes over and lets him out, but we have to give him twice a day insulin injections. So I had to change his diet, which fortunately he doesn't need to go on a prescription diet. We could just, I hit the computer, but we could just change his diet to be, she said senior food, but then the doctor specifically said high fiber, low fat. And when I was looking at the food choices for dogs, the senior food actually wasn't as high fiber, low fat as the healthy, like the weight reduction food for the dog. So I actually bought him the weight reduction food because it was a higher fiber, lower fat content than the senior food. So that's the one I bought because she said really any high fiber, low fat food is what he needs. So that's what I bought him, and he's doing okay. And they said it would be still okay to put, I've always put a little the beef broth or chicken broth, the low sodium, low fat content broth, like just in the regular soup aisle. Always put that on there just to entice them to eat it. They said that was okay to continue for him. So I've been putting that on top. And then I have to wait 30 minutes. And then we have to like buy needles and get the insulin and give him injections, just like a regular diabetic. So it was an initial cost that was quite expensive for the all the labs that they had to draw. He actually has to go back next week and get more, like he has to stay there for the whole day. And they're going to do blood work every 2 hours, and it's going to be a whole ordeal. But I've done some shopping, and I can buy the needles for significantly less on at Chewy, but I just paid what the vet was asking because I needed them that day so I could start giving him his shots. And then she said that she could probably call in the prescription to a human pharmacy for the insulin, and it would be significantly cheaper. So we'll probably go that route. And there's Chad. Chad, baby. Um, Children walk to school in my neighborhood. There's a school not very far from my house, so they walk through my neighborhood, and he's very protective of his sidewalk. Anyway, so that's the update on Emmett. So now I'm going to have to figure out what to do when I go out of town So that'll probably be an added cost if I don't have somebody that is comfortable, that I know that is comfortable to come and give him his shots. Because I mean, it's not hard at all. It's just not everybody's going to be comfortable doing that or have the availability to give it to him at the time that he needs it. Anyway, so that's what's going on with him. So, but fortunately, it is treatable, and as long as we stay on top of it, he'll be fine. He's already doing much better. So we started the shots on Monday, and he's already feeling much better. So I'm very thankful for that. That's what's going on with Emmett. Also, I mentioned last week in my video that Clever Fox had reached out to me about sending me something to try out, and that I was working on getting an affiliate link. I did apply for the affiliate link, and unfortunately, I need a website in order to get the affiliate link from it's not just from Clever Fox. They partner with, can't even remember the name of it. It's like an affiliate link company that they do affiliate links from multiple brands. So I am now in the process of getting a website. That is something I worked on a little bit last night. I bought a domain. It's not up yet, but I'll let y'all know when it is. And now I am building a website. So y'all, your girl's going to have a website soon because I own the domain and I'm building a website. It's not going to be very professional because I am not a professional website builder, but I'm going to have a website soon. And hopefully once I have that website, then I will have the affiliate link for you. If you really want to get your Clever Fox on, because I highly recommend it. I did start gratitude journaling this week. It is definitely helping me. Definitely. I had a little bit of a meltdown on Monday at work, or Tuesday, sorry, but that was a work thing. But I'm okay now. I've been gratitude journaling. I've been talking, and I am actually doing a lot better. And I do think a large part of that is just writing it down. So if you want to not wait, I will post a link to somebody else's affiliate link. This is not my affiliate link, but if you want to go ahead and take a look at them, I will post a link to her affiliate link. This is for Jennifer Bleacher, the same lady that I get my stickers from. I know she has an affiliate link. I will go find it. If you want to wait for mine, I appreciate that. I understand, and totally wait for mine. But anyway, either way, check them out because they are wonderful products. So that I think is all that I have to update y'all on for just me. Oh, and I did get to hang out with my baby Jet last weekend. I did post a picture on Instagram and I'm in my community tab, but in case you missed it, here's my baby Jet. Look at how handsome he is. And yes, he cut me up. He woke up a couple of times. I was forcibly reminded that babies are for young people, and while great aunts and grandparents enjoy keeping them and spoiling them, it is lovely to give them back. But oh, it was such a wonderful time. So I loved that. I'm happy he went home, but I would love to keep him again. So now, shall we do some budgeting? I'm going to shrink myself up into the corner so we can get started, and we'll go on about our Fridays because I'm very excited to get my day started and done, and then I really just want to go work on my website again. I'm excited to get this done. I think it's time to start building this brand a little bit, y'all. I know I have 1,500 subscribers. That's something else we did. We had 1,500 subscribers last weekend, y'all. So thank you. I'm so excited. I know there's a bunch of new subscribers, so thank y'all. If you're new, thank you. If you've been here forever, I love you all so much. So I'm going to pause, shrink myself, and I will be right back. Okay, y'all, here we are. For those of you who are new, this is YNAB. If you're not familiar with it, this is how I digitally cash stuff my money. I am not a cash person. Cash and my brain do not mix well together, and I just tend to spend it if I have it. So Becky doesn't do that because I've tried it a couple of times. I've even tried it recently, and I just blow it. And it's better for me if I leave it in the bank. For some reason, my brain sees these numbers here and registers them as more real. If I see these numbers shrinking, it tends to scare my brain more than if I see numbers like the cash going in my wallet. And I don't know why that is, but I know that other people have commented and said their brains are the same. Um, common, like the more common way people do it is if they just swipe their card, it doesn't feel real to them, but I don't, for me, it doesn't work that way. If I swipe my card and I see the numbers decrease, my brain starts to panic. But the cash in my wallet, my brain was like, oh, but the money's in the bank. This cash is just what we're blowing. So I get my money, I leave it in the bank, I swipe my cards, and then I deduct it from here. And in order to keep track of it, I've signed up for this app. It's called YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget. And on paydays or whenever I get any inflow of money, I give every dollar that I have an assignment. I assign it a job. So right now I have $1,746.79 that I need to assign a task to. Some of that money is going to go toward dining out. Some of that money is going to go toward bills that I need to pay. Some of that money is going to go toward savings. And some of that money I'm going to set aside to where I have money to assign next week's bills to, because I am paid every other week, but I budget every single week because I found previously when I was trying to assign everything out according to paychecks that seeing a large lump sum of money, I spent it all at once. So if I put for myself, I put $40 every paycheck. So let's just go ahead and do that right now. $40 in here to my dining out category. I keep forgetting that the keyboard here is connected to my work computer. I put $40 into my dining out. But when I did that to put $80 every paycheck, I would see $80 in here, and then I would just go spend it all this weekend. That's not good. And then when I came to next week, I wouldn't have any money. So I started dividing it up into 2 weeks and put $40 a week instead of $80 a paycheck. So at the end of this, when I have $40 left, I'll put that at the bottom and then I'll put it back up at the top next week. This app is a paid subscription, but if you want to try it out for free for 34 days with no obligation, you don't put any credit card information in, so they cannot charge you if you forget to cancel it at the end of your trial. There's a link in my description box below. If at the end of that trial you do like it and you want to sign up for it, you'll get an additional 30 days for free. So you'll get 64 days for free for using my link. And then as a thank you, they'll send me 30 days for free. So you get 64 days, I get 30 days for free. Everybody gets a budget and everybody gets YNAB. So link is in my description. So like I said, $40 to dining out. I do $100 to groceries. Y'all, I'm going to have to go get my keyboard that goes with this because this is driving me bonkers. $100 to groceries, $10 to fun money, $80 to ecclesial expenses. I was so right, y'all. I spent more than the $20 in dining out last week. I think I spent, what did I spend? 29.58 on the meal after church last week. All right. Hold this thought. I'm gonna, you know what? I think this. This is the dongle for the keyboard that's right in front of me. I'm going to try to use this real quick. Also, for those of you who are new, I can't see me right now, so I'm sorry if I'm messing up. Let me see if this fixed my keyboard situation. So, in my ecclesial expenses, I give myself $80. That worked. I give myself $80 a week. $60 of that is for the donation that goes into my church. Like, this is my church donation. $60 goes into the bag. $20 is for if we go out for a meal afterwards. And I was afraid that last week we would go out for a meal and I would overspend. And I did. I overspent by like, whatever I just said that I can't remember now because I was so concerned about the keyboard situation. I give myself $25 every week for Dutch Brothers. I load this money onto my app so that when I go to Dutch Brothers, I have money to spend. I have been challenging myself to stick to this budget because I had been going over for the last couple of months. Every single week, consistently going over, taking the money out of my fun money, taking the money out of my dining out, just covering it from my next week's expenses. I have been consistently going over this budget. I actually used to give myself $20 and I upped it to 25 because I was going over so much. Y'all, I still have $16 on my app. I did not go to Dutch Brothers this week. I only went once. Only went on Sunday before church. Now, to be fair, I didn't go to the gym this week because I injured my foot somehow. I really don't know how I did that. I haven't like hit it on anything. It's just that like the top of my foot. This is gonna be awkward. I don't even know if I can do this. And I'm wearing socks. But like right, I don't think y'all can see this, but like the very, very top of my foot, there's like some little bones. And it feels like they're rubbing together almost. It hurts so bad, just randomly. And I don't know why, and I don't know what I did. But sometimes when I step, it's like excruciating pain. Sometimes it's completely fine, and sometimes it is so painful, I'm like in tears. And then it's randomly sore for a little while after that. But then other times it's completely fine, and I don't know why. So I decided to give myself, I didn't go on Tuesday, hoping that it would clear up. By Thursday, it was still pretty tender, so I didn't go. It's better. It's better today. I might go tomorrow. I just don't want to like really hurt it. So I gave myself off. That's mainly why I didn't go to Dutch Brothers because I really haven't left my house this week, so I didn't go anywhere. Um, Nathan did bring me a coffee Tuesday. Yeah, I think it was Tuesday. It was the day I was having a really bad day. Nathan brought me a coffee, but I didn't pay for it. So I do still have a lot of money on my app. I will probably get him a coffee this week because he brought me a coffee last week just to like pay him back for the coffee. But I think I'm going to try to just put $20 and not $25 on here and see if I can make that work. And I'm not even going to load it until I run out, but because I still have $16 on here. We'll see if I can make that work. No guarantees, but I did buy a whole bunch of stuff to make iced coffee at home. They had a sale. I go to HEB, I live in Central Texas, and they had a sale on their brand of iced coffee, which is what I've been buying to try to keep this down, where if you spent $30, you got $5 off. So I stocked up on some of the supplies. So we'll see if I can make this work. We'll see. Like I am currently drinking my iced coffee at home, and we'll see. We'll see. $25 to gas on paycheck weeks. I think gas is going up, but maybe it's going back down now that the eclipse is over. Oh my goodness, y'all. Did y'all see the eclipse? I know I posted that too. I was so afraid I wasn't going to get to see it because it was supposed to be thunderstorming at the exact time that the eclipse was happening. And then, like, right around that time is when we were also supposed to bring Emmett into the vet. I'm so, so thankful that it didn't, like, I don't know how many of y'all are religious, and if you're not, that's cool. This is not a religious channel, but I am a religious person, as evidenced by the fact that I talked about my church donation. And I was praying, and I was like, God, I really want to see this. Like, I really want to see this. And I'm sure other people were as well. And it was seriously like the clouds just parted exactly for the eclipse. And I think the clouds actually kind of made it look even cooler. Like there was like halo effects and it was so amazing. I can't describe it if you didn't see it. I think there's one in like literally in 21 years. If you can start saving to try to plan to be wherever it's going to be to get into the path of totality. If I can save to go travel to wherever it's going to be, I would love to be able to be there because it was so amazing. Like 3.5 minutes of just the streetlights came on, the crickets started chirping, the night birds started singing. You could hear the neighbors, the like little neighbor boy next door was like, wow, wow. It was awe-inspiring, awesome in the literal sense of the word. It was amazing. Anyway, also every paycheck I give myself $25 for self-care. This is like a sinking fund, and then I'll leave it in here, pull from it as I need something. Or as I want something. Self-care isn't really a need, it's a want. I did recently get a massage, so that's why it is so low. Pet expenses. I did spend a little bit more than I normally do because I had to go buy dog food, 2 bags of dog food. I had just bought a big bag of dog food for my dogs, and then I had to go buy the other dog food for Emmett. So now I have a big bag of dog food that will last hopefully a very long time because only Chad, my younger dog, is going to be eating it. Chad is about 8 and Emmett is just over 10. So they're both older, but Emmett is, he's a German Shepherd mix and he's over 10 years old. So he's starting to have some health issues. I am going to, actually, I'm not going to put anything in here because I don't know what I need yet. And I did put the other expenses on my American Express that has no interest. Nathan paid for the initial vet visit. I paid for the second one, which was $150. And that has no interest until next year. And I think I'm just going to let that go until I can figure out my budget. Hopefully I'll be able to just pay that off. But for right now, until I can figure it out, maybe next month when I look at next month's budget, we'll figure that out. YouTube expenses, this was to pay for my domain. I bought that last night. What I want to do right now is cover my reimbursable expenses because this is what Nathan owes me for the groceries that I bought this week, and he will pay me back for this. But like, I know he will. My problem is, and I love YNAB. Everybody knows I love YNAB. I talk about it all the time. I just finished talking about how much I love this app. My problem is, when you cover, I tried to put $2.17 in here to cover, I accidentally paid more on my HEB card than I meant to because I like to pay my cards every Thursday night when I close out my budget from the previous week, and I accidentally paid $113.13 instead of $111.13 when I paid my card last night. And if you look in here, it will tell you what you have available. So it'll tell you what you have available to make a payment and then how much you've overspent on your credit card. I accidentally paid, it said I had a $111.13 and I accidentally paid $113.13 when I made my payment on my card. So I am overpaid by $2.17. I tried to cover that, but when I put that into the reimbursable to cover it, it covered what he owed me on my Venmo card because I technically made that purchase first, and it didn't cover this overpayment. It covered the other overpayment. YNAB, I love you. If anybody from YNAB is watching, which I know sometimes YNAB randomly watches other people's YNAB videos. If you're watching and I want to cover overspending in a specific category, could it be possible to make it where I could select which one I'm covering regardless of when that purchase was made? Because I don't want to cover this overspending. I'm going to cover this overspending because this is the one I accidentally just made an overpayment on. So now I'm just going to cover the whole thing. I'm just going to cover the whole reimbursable from this. I'm going to cover this overspending with ready to assign, which I didn't want to cover this week. I wanted to wait for him to pay me back, but I'm just going to cover it now. The only other thing, do I have any bills due? I do. I have some bills. Let's pay those bills. So then you'll see my overspending went away. I don't have anything overspent now. It was only $2, but whatever, it's overspent. Okay, I have 3 bills. Y'all, it is 7:58. I have to do this. I have 3 bills due this week. I have my OneDrive, which is my Microsoft Office subscription. It is $7.57. As you can see right here, it is scheduled to come out. I put $10 a month in here because I have an HP Instant Ink subscription. That is how I print. This is my budget by paycheck book by the Budget Mom, by the way. This is how I plan out my budget for the month very loosely at the beginning of the month. And I do film these and I have a playlist I will link below. But I print that monthly. And so because I do print that every month, and I only have 10 free pages or 15 free pages a month, if I go over that, I have 10. I never can remember. I say it every time, and then I can never remember how many pages I have. I get a certain number of free pages. If I go over that, they charge me $1 for every 15 pages. I think I got 10 free, and then they charge me for 15. $1 for every 15 pages. So I like to leave a little bit extra in here for in case they charge me. Planet Fitness is my gym membership. That is $27.11. That will come out on the 17th. This budget for me goes through the 18th, which is next Thursday. So I need to cover all of my bills through the 18th. That is all I have. That's it. I said I had 3. The other thing I had written down was reimbursable because I knew I wanted to cover that today and I didn't want to forget to do it. The only other thing that I need to put in here today is every paycheck for taxes, I put $25 away every paycheck. So that way at the end of the year, when it is time to get my taxes done, this is the first year I will be fully monetized for the full year. So because y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. I want to pay somebody to do my taxes for me, or at least to help me with my tax prep. So I need to make sure I have money set aside to do that. Also, just in case I owe, because this last year I owed like 30, 40 bucks. I can't remember what I owed. And I want to have money set aside for that. Also, every time I get a paycheck from YouTube, I do set aside 25% of that. I also put away $2 for each of my great nephews. I am saving their age. So it's $1 a week. Neither of them, one of is a year, Joe is a year, Jet is 5 months. So they each get $1 a week. When Joe turns 2, he'll get $2 a week. Since I'm paid bi-weekly, I save $2 a paycheck for each of them. That's it. This $1,331.40 I am going to put down here in next week, 1,331.40. And then when you come back next week, this is the money that we will be budgeting out. Plus, I should have Seth's money for his car, which should be $460. That money I will have. We will budget all of that out for next week's on Friday. Okay, y'all. It's 8:01. I need to go to work. I love you. Thank you again so, so, so much for everything, for being here, for supporting me, for commenting, for liking, for your ideas. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day, a fantastic weekend. Don't forget to check out Clever Fox. Again, I will link Jennifer's affiliate link, and then once my affiliate link is live, I will replace it with my affiliate link. But just in case you don't want to wait for mine to be live, because I don't know how long that's going to be, and you really want to start this, I'll put hers down there. I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.